Ikaw ba'y isang bagong OFW at nais mong malaman paano ba makakuha ng OEC dahil pabalik ka na from your vacation in the Philippines to your employer? Itong step-by-step guide na makakatulong sa'yo. Hi travelers! Welcome back to another episode of Jamie Aries Talk TV kung saan pag-uusapan natin ano bang OEC sa ating bansang Pilipinas. Sino-sino ba ang mga kinakailangan mag-present ng OEC upon departure from the Philippines? At ano yung 12 steps on how to apply for the OEC, lalo na kung kayo ay bagong OFWs. You are watching Jamie Aries Talk TV, kung saan dinadalhan ko po kayo ng videos about travel, lifestyle, career, business at buhay OFW. So what are you waiting for? Click nyo na po yung subscribe button so that you'll get updated every time na may bago tayong videos. At sa lahat ng ating subscriber, welcome back! Para sa video natin ito, ating talakayin new OFWs, paano ba mag-apply ng OEC. Unang-una, ano ba itong OEC? Ang OEC po ay yung tinatawag nating Overseas Employment Certificate. Ito po ay certificate issued by the Philippine Overseas Employment Administration verifying that you are registered overseas Filipino workers. Ang OEC po ay ini-issue by Polo through the Balik Manggagawa online processing system. But since this will be your first time to actually go back to your employer and departing as a new OFW, so kinakailangan po muna natin na gawin ang ilang proseso through the Balik Manggagawa online processing system, at yung iba po kinakailangan yung pumunta sa nearest POEA office. E-explain po natin yan kasi by next year kung magbabakasyon ulit kayo, iba na po yung proseso sa pag-apply ng OEC ninyo. But since you are a new OFW, ito po muna yung proseso po ninyo. Ang OEC din po mga kabayan ay exit clearance or pass. It's a document certifying the regularity of the recruitment and documentation of OFWs. At kung wala pong OEC ang kahit na sino mang Philippine worker exiting the Philippines ay hindi po pagka-check-in sa airline counter at hindi po papayagan ng immigration officer na umalis ng ating bansa. Ang OFWs po are exempted from paying terminal tax and travel tax at the airport. Ang OEC ay valid po ng 60 days from the date of issuance. If your work permit expires before 60 days period, you will have to obtain a new OEC. Ang OEC, it serves as your guarantee na ikaw ay covered by the government protection and benefits. At since bago kayong OFW, sa airport hinahanap or kailangan yung i-present ang OEC to the following. Usually, doon sa check-in airline counter, and then it's presented also at the Labor Assistance Center, at syempre sa Bureau of Immigration before departure. Sino bang kailangan ng OEC? So again, tandaan ninyo, may dalawang classification ng applicants ng OEC. Number 1, kayo, ng mga new OFWs at yung mga existing OFWs na nakapabalik-balik na sa Pilipinas. So lahat ng Filipino workers who are directly hired by an overseas employer, Filipino workers who are hired through a recruitment agency, Filipino workers who are hired by the Government Placement Branch or GBP unit of POEA. Tandaan po natin kung kayo'y OFW na nagbabaksyon sa Pilipinas, batas an existing employment contract abroad at babalik kayo sa employer ninyo, like kayo, new OFWs, first time nyo magbakasyon as an OFW at babalik kayo doon, then kailangan nyo ng OEC. At sa mga seafarer, halimbawa na bumalik sa Pilipinas tapos ng employment contract pero babalik pa rin po kayo doon sa same employer at magre-renew kayo ng kontrata, kailangan pa rin ng OEC kapag pabalik kayo doon sa employer ninyo. Please note, kung sakasakaling may pagbabago sa employer, job site, and employment position, pwedeng gamitin yung POPS-BAM or itong online system na ito para baguhin ang mga information. Now, since you are new OFWs, ito po yung under the regulation of the Philippine Overseas Employment Administration, so lahat ng nabanggit natin ay kinakailangan ng OEC at bilang OFW na may OEC, you will enjoy the following privileges. May travel tax exemption kayo, may airport terminal fee exemption at reduced travel tax for spouse or dependents. So paano ba makakuha ng Overseas Employment Certificate? So let me share to you the two types of OEC issuance para may idea kayo. Dito kayo nagko-fall sa issuance number 1 kasi new OFW kayo. So it means that makukuha nyo yung OEC ninyo through any POEA office pagkatapos nyong kompletuhin ang mga kailangan nyong kompletuhin through the online registration system for balik manggagawa. And then, kapag halimbawa kayo ay babalik sa same employer next year, nagbakasyon ulit kayo, then doon na kayo sa issuance number 2. So, existing OFW, pwede nyo nang i-print online kasi babalik kayo sa same employer, same company. Pero, mga new OFWs, kung sakaling biglang nagbago na naman, di ba? Nandun na kayo sa online printing, halimbawa ng OEC, suddenly nagkaroon ka ng change employer, ika-3 o ika-4 na taon mo bilang OFW, then babalik ka ulit sa issuance number 1 kasi kinakailangan na i-schedule mo lang sa POEA online website nila ito, pero sa POEA office ka pa rin makakakuha ng OEC. So, yan lang so that you'll have an idea paano ba ini-issue ang OEC. So, again, you are new OFWs, so you can get it from any POEA office and let us start the process. So, punta tayo sa DMW Online Services Portal. Ito po yung tinatawag natin na Online Processing System for OEC, na POEA Online Processing System for Balik Manggagawa. Ang short version po nito ay POPSBAM. Step number 1. So, access the website, that's https://onlineservices.dmw.gov.ph. Please beware of fraudulent website. Ito lang po yung official website nila. Step number 2, ayan. So, make sure po kompletuhin natin yung e-registration. So, nakompleto mo na ba ito? So, if nakompleto mo na to, that's great. Kung hindi mo pa to nakokompleto, bibigyan kita ng overview on how to complete the e-registration. Pero, please refer to another video na talagang nakafocus lang sa e-registration na nandun din po sa channel ko para at least you know the step-by-step process for e-registration. So, let's go. Click that. And then, you have to enter your registered email or password kung nakapag-register na po kayo sa e-registration. Kung hindi naman po, ayan. So, ganito ang gagawin natin. So, instead, click register. So, ipapasok natin or itatype mo yung personal details mo, work experiences, education, at yung latest CV. Let's take a look. So, click let's go. And then, click register. And then after that, read the terms and conditions. Pagkatapos nun ay, i-click mo yung I accept the terms of use. Makikita mo na yung detalye na kailangan mong kompletuhin. Please read yung mga reminders or paalala nila. And then you can complete your first name, middle name, last name, yung iyong gender, email address, birth date, at other information na hihingin nila. So like for example, beneficiaries, kailangan mong ibigay, pasaporte mo, detalye dito, and a lot more. So again, please watch my other video that is what we call the e-registration. Now let us just say tapos ka na sa e-registration. You will be prompted to this dashboard. Now, the dashboard that you have, so reminder lang, please make sure updated ang passport mo at yung beneficiary details. Mamaya i-discuss ko bakit very important ito. At syempre, please ensure kung may Pag-ibig Fund, membership ID number ka, pakilagay na rin ito. Step number 6 and step number 7. Once you have all those updated, punta tayo sa right side ng iyong dashboard. And then, i-click mo yung balik manggagawa. Ito na yung start wherein you will be applying for your OEC appointment. Now, sa balik manggagawa, makikita mo may initial assessment. So, i-check nila kung na-update mo ba yung passport data mo, Pag-ibig membership ID mo, at beneficiary data mo. Kung hindi, makakakita ka ng red or may cross yan or X. Now, balik ka lang dun sa home and then paki-update. After updating it, you will see this. So, magkakaroon ka na ng green thumbs up. Passport data for your Pag-ibig membership ID number at beneficiary data. Then, you can proceed to the next page. The next page naman, yung step number 8 natin, you can enter your return flight date. Kailan ba ikaw babalik doon sa iyong employer? So, pakilagay lang, pili tayo. Pagkapili mo ng date, paki-read din o pakibasa yung mga paalala bago ka kumuha ng inyong appointment. Yung iba, nabanggit ko na kanina, pero please make sure na babasahin mo ito. So, let me share to you kung ano hindi natin nabasa kanina. So, sabi dito, please make sure na tama ang pagkadeklara ng iyong information dahil anumang maling pagkadeklara ng iyong information ay maaring maging sanhi sa pagpa-file ng aksyong pandisiplina ng POEA sa iyo bilang balik manggagawa. At number 4, para sa mga bagong gawang account sa e-registration na may dati ng record sa BM Online at babalik sa parehong employer, maghintay lamang ng 24 oras para sa pagtutugma ng iyong personal at employment records upang makakuha ng OEC exemption. Ayan po. At marami pa po silang paalala na maaari niyong basahin na makakatulong sa inyo. Once you're done, meron na tayong date. So, click next na po tayo. Step number 9, complete your contract details. Since bago kang OFW, so complete your contract details. So fill up all the fields. Hihingin sa iyo ang employer details mo, yung employer name, employer address, country, city, agency, position name mo. So sa position name, pag ikaw ay namili ng iyong posisyon, there are times merong eksaktong pangalan ng posisyon mo. Pero kung halimbawa po katulad sa akin, yung posisyon ko po ay walang eksaktong pangalan diyan sa position name. So, pipiliin ko lang po yung pinaka-nearest. Like for example, Learning and Development Manager po ako. Sa aking trabaho, wala po dyan. Ang nakalagay lang ay Training Manager. So, yun na lang po yung pipiliin ko. Basta similar po. And then, job site, contract start, contract duration, salary, currency, and period. So, kumpletuhin nyo lang po yan. And at the bottom, makikita nyo po yung click submit, pero i-review niyo po muna i-registration details, contract details. If all are correct, click submit. And once na-click niyo na po yung submit, you will be asked step number 10 to select a processing site. So, pili lang po kayo, select niyo po yung 1. Ayan. Pag select niyo yung 1, magkakaroon po kayo ng option. So, scroll down niyo lang po yan kung wala dyan yung option ninyo. So, pwedeng Mandaluyong, Ortigas, Cebu, Davao, La Union, Lawag, Bacolod, Tacloban. Pwede rin po sa NAIA, any of the NAIA terminals na nakalagay po dyan. Now, choose the one nearest to you. Pag nakapili na po kayo, like for me, I'll choose Mandaluyong, then click next. That completes step number 10. Let's proceed to step number 11, select appointment, slot, or date. So halimbawa po, ito nakita ninyo, June 25, 2023, no available appointment slot. Okay lang po yan. Click nyo lang po yung arrow forward para makita nyo po yung iba pang mga dates na available. So makikita nyo po yung date, time at available slots. So, kung may available slots, you can select po kung alin po dito yung most convenient date para sa inyo. And once you already chosen, eto na po. So, eto na yung summary. manggagawa application. So if all are good, print nyo na po itong appointment ninyo. Make sure may 2 kopya kayo nito. At please make sure you bring the following on the day of your appointment. So yung copy ng appointment natin kanina, make sure at least you have 2 copies. Your Polo verified contract, 2 copies. Original passport ninyo, old and new, pakidala. Lalo na kung yung visa ay nandun sa old passport. And then, visa ninyo, pakidala din. Yung pinaka-valid working visa at residence visa ninyo. Then number 4, confirmed airline ticket. At kailangan nyo ito ha mga OFWs na bago. So, sworn statement. So, these are for OFWs with no previous POEA record or those who will apply OEC for the first time. So, make sure lahat ng OWA, kung may OWA na po kayo, pakidala yung OWA membership proof of payment ninyo. Passport nyo must be at least 6 months valid. And then, kopya po nito, magdala kayo at least 2. Again, yung OEC validity is 60 days upon issuance at depende sa bansa kung saan po kayo lilipad, may mga specific requirements ito. So, please make sure that alam po ninyo, check nyo po yung website ng mga Philippine Embassy ng respective countries ninyo. And that's it everyone. If you're an OFW na bago pa lamang at ngayon palang babalik as an OFW sa bansang sinilangan, looking forward that this video had helped you. Pero kung kayo ay long-time OFW na going back to the same employer, same job site at same position, please watch my other videos specifically just for you. And if you are an existing or long-time OFW pero nag-change naman po kayo ng employer, ng job site or position, please watch my other video specifically just for you. Muli po ako si Jamie Iris, nagsasabi, stay safe, stay healthy, at laging pagkatandaan saan man tayong dako ng mundo, taas noo tayo'y mga Filipino. Muli, I'll see you in my next video mga kabayan. God bless you, at kung may questions po kayo further, drop nyo na lang po sa ating comment box. God bless you, everyone.